was getting his tickets for the raffle. But Tom, I don't know how you're going to win this trip to Arizona if I'm going to win it.
Well, Jerry, the reason I really came is I ran out of tickets, and I had to stop in to get some more, because I think that there's going to be a lot of unhappy people, but there'll be 3 people very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Already, I can't believe the number of people who want these tickets at $25. The first prize is a trip for 4 to see the World Series winning Cleveland Indians at spring training.
Whoa.
And the tour is going to be personally conducted by Paul Dillon, our honoree this year for the Mayo Society. But even if you lose that, the Intercontinental Hotel, under its new manager, a man from Ireland, has provided a night at the Intercontinental with 2 nights plus dinner as a second prize, which isn't all bad, but the loser prize is probably the best. 9 bottles of whiskey, selected personally by Mr. Quinn,
And yourself.
with a little suggestions by me.
Oh, a lot of suggestions by you, Tom. Tom, you know what? I've been thinking lately, you and I have been involved in the Mayo Ball now since the very beginning. This is the 12th year of the ball. Anything that any organization, a lot of organizations don't survive even that long today. Sometimes even marriages don't survive that long. But the ball has grown and has become a part of the Cleveland landscape, especially the educational landscape, which I am very proud of, our relationship with John Carroll University and National University of Ireland, Galway. And you and a lot of your lawyer friends, you've developed a relationship with Galway University also.
We just returned, I just returned Monday from a law symposium that the Irish Law Society of Cleveland held, starting in Dublin, but the educational, informational part of the symposium was sponsored by NYU Galway, and they treated us individually and collectively as kings.
Yeah, so you're very happy with it, and it was beneficial, I'm sure, to lawyers on this side and there. You discussed problems relevant to both.
Some of the issues that were discussed by the highest level. We had a discussion about the death penalty led by in Ohio and in the United States, led by Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor. The UK position was presented by Professor O'Malley, who discussed the inappropriateness of the death penalty. And Maureen had made a statistical study of all of the cases in the last 20 years throughout the United States utilizing the death penalty. It was a very interesting discussion. Probably even more interesting is on the issue of same-sex marriage, whether you like it or not. That is the law of the land. It's also the law of the land in Ireland. Constitutional changes in Ireland were made the same time as the U.S. Supreme Court held that, and we had the Minister for Family and Children and one of the lawyers who argued the case in the Supreme Court discussing all the law changes required as a result of those 2 changes in the law. So it was a very interesting and informative weekend. We had, believe it or not, Jerry, if you look out the window, I arrived there on Sunday morning. It rained a little. When I got up at about 5 o'clock to go to dinner, it was nice, and it did not rain until the following Monday when I left. Every day was exactly like it is today, except it was a little warmer.
Mm-hmm. But Tom, just going back to the 12, 14 years, the Mayo Society has been in existence for 21 years. We're coming up on 22 years. But when we really got in earnest about doing it was 12 years ago. And you were the one that suggested we were going to start the Person of the Year, and you said, well, let's wait a while so that it gets more legitimacy, it has the longevity, and we started doing the Mayo Person of the Year. But I'm particularly proud of what the formation of this organization has meant to Cleveland and Irish people in Cleveland. And as you just mentioned, the Law Society became a kind of an outgrowth of that, or it spawned by your idea and a couple of your friends to create it because of your affiliation with the Mayo Society and Galway University.
The Mayo Society has created a lot of relationships. We send 2 students from John Carroll to Galway University. 2 students from Galway come to John Carroll. Another group which we're both involved in also established a internship this year at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for a student to spend the summer studying and working at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Frankly, none of those relationships would have been established other than through the Mayo Society.
Oh yeah, I think it's been an organization that has made an impact on this community and the Galway community. But we still need to support it. This raffle that we have helps raise the money whereby we fund the scholarship and the restoration of the Irish
Jerry,
Cultural Garden.
Of course, Jerry, what we're really going to be doing this year is celebrating the beginning of the World Series.
That's right.
Paul Dolan is our honoree. Will either be there or will be waving at us at a World Series game. So we're all rooting for the Indians. There's nothing better than to have the Mayo Society Man of the Year, the head of the Indians, the World Series champion.
Now, and if the game is played in Cleveland, he will be at the hotel for sure that night. He won't be there the whole time, but he will make sure and make an appearance, even if the team is playing in Cleveland. If they're not playing in Cleveland, of course, well, it's just impossible. But we will have a video made of his speech, and it's going to be made at Progressive Field this week, and be ready to go for Saturday night in case he's not here. So it should be a wonderful evening. If you haven't got your tickets yet, or tables for the Mayo Ball, there are still some tickets because it's a huge place. You can call 241-6742. That's 216-241-6742, and you can get tickets from Kelly, or you can buy a whole table. All that. The number once again 216-241-6742, and we hope to see you at the Renaissance Hotel next Saturday night. Tom Scanlon will be there in all his glory, and expecting to win the big prize to Arizona, but then I'm expecting to win it too. But I wouldn't mind the second prize is great also, Tom. The third one, I don't care about the whiskey that much. Of course, I have a lot of friends that do care about it. I'd have more friends if I win that whiskey, I can tell you right now. So what do you
Well, Jerry, maybe I'll take you when I win, since I'm going to win.
Okay, but you know what's remarkable about this first prize in going to Arizona? It's for 4 people. Where did you ever see that? You never see it. It's always for 2. We expanded this because we wanted it to be very special. 4 people can go to Arizona and get that personal tour of spring training by Paul Dolan himself. He's going to do it.
You know why you're being invited, Jerry. You agreed to pay for all the golf for the remaining 3 for the whole thing. I thought that was extremely generous.
I think we better go to a commercial here. Sure. All right.